This is The Bert Show.
Time to get buzzed on the hot goss from Hollywood with Abby. It's The Bert Show's Entertainment Buzz.
So during one of our commercial breaks, I took a little stroll out to the break room.
Yeah.
Took a look at that sales pit.
Yeah.
It's looking mighty full for a Friday.
Yeah. I thought about this, you guys. You want to tell what I'm supposed to do here over the next couple of minutes?
Yeah, so no one listens during my entertainment buzzes, except for you if you're currently listening. And
When did you start doing entertainment buzz?
a year ago.
What's your name again?
I thought you were Kristen. So I
Worked there for a year?
a year and 1 month.
Okay. Well,
I know it feels longer. I know. Anyway, so I decided to quiz everybody once a week on things that we talk about during Entertainment Buzz. Just to, keep everyone's ears perked up during these little segments. And last break, we quizzed them. Mo came out victorious.
Yes, it did.
He
Well
got
done.
1 point.
that's all it took.
A singular point. Bert got 0.
None.
So his punishment is to run out into the sales pit while we're on either Instagram Live or just videoing.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to run into the sales pit and just yell out, penis!
Now, I picked that. You gave 2 options, and I picked that one because
Yeah.
that won't embarrass
Yeah,
me.
you can do e-buzz on Monday if you want.
So I picked penis. And why wouldn't you?
An HR issue?
That's exactly where I'm going with this. So within the confines of this studio and this show, the HR for us is very different than the real world out there. So if I go out there and do that, it could really be an HR issue. I swear.
But they don't employ you, technically.
Well,
Then it's
technically,
sexual harassment.
yeah, we're contracted out to them, but
Okay.
still it could be an issue. And I did think about the same thing as I was walking down there. So I'll take the entertainment buzz only because I have unless you can come up with something else.
I had a third option, but I didn't think it was the option that anybody would choose. So I was like, why am I going to throw this out there?
What is it?
I think I would like for you to learn a dance to one of Taylor Swift's new Tortured Poets Department songs for us to post on our TikTok.
Okay, I will take the entertainment buzz on Monday.
That's why I didn't bring it to the table.
Good instinct.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, I would do anything to be in a group chat right now with her and Sabrina Carpenter because SNL just announced their new lineup for May 18th, and Sabrina Carpenter is going to be one of the musical guests, but one of the hosts is going to be none other than one of Taylor Swift's biggest and most notorious exes, Jake Gyllenhaal. So on May 18th, Sabrina Carpenter and Jake Gyllenhaal are going to have to work together. One of Taylor Swift's best friends at the moment and her, I don't know if we can call him a nemesis, but he feels like a nemesis to the Swiftie community.
So the history here, was it a bad breakup? I mean, she writes songs about every ex, but was this a bad one?
This is one of her most devastating breakups of all time. I mean, now I think the Maddie Healy breakup, I think, takes the cake with her most recent album. But for the longest time, he was like when you would think of a Taylor Swift ex, he is like the Marvel villain of the Taylor Swiftiverse.
What did he do so wrong?
He was 30 years old when he dated her at the age of 19. There's a rumor that he promised... this is a rumor. Let me make that very clear. There's a rumor on deep, dark Swiftie threads that he was talking about marriage with her, even though they only dated for 3 months. And she allegedly gave her virginity to him. And then he dumped her after 3 months.
Does it violate girl code for her, the best friend, to go up there and work with him under these circumstances?
I was wondering because I'm I feel like Sabrina Carpenter's a bigger star right now than Jake Gyllenhaal in the Gen Z world, that she has the leverage to say, I don't want to work with Jake Gyllenhaal.
I don't know. He just did Roadhouse, so you might want to rethink that. So does she have a project coming out?
Sabrina Carpenter?
Yeah.
She has the song of the summer, Espresso. So she's definitely trying to promote that and whatever album she's going to come out in the next year.
So I'm guessing because Taylor's circle is really pretty tight. You don't want to piss her off.
You don't.
You do not want to do that. There will be a whole album written about you. I'm assuming she goes to Taylor and goes, hey, this is on the table. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, she and Brittany Mahomes also did the Skims campaign too. So I almost wonder if Taylor is endorsing them doing all of these things to show that she just really does not GAF anymore.
I feel like Taylor as a businesswoman also has to understand, these are her friends, but that's their career. Sabrina Carpenter not going on SNL, that is such a big platform to promote your stuff. As a friend, if one of my friends had to work with one of my exes who I hated, I would not sit back and be like, no, you need to not get your bag. You need to not get promotion just because my ex is involved.
Can I ask you a question about Taylor real quick?
Yeah.
Not being judgy, just fact-finding.
Okay.
In any one of these breakup songs, does she ever take any kind of responsibility for her part in these relationships?
Yeah, she has
Okay.
a song called Afterglow talking about how she, and maybe there's fact to it now because now we think that maybe he cheated on her, but she's like, some of my trauma makes me think that you're going to betray me, so I'm going to pick fights with you in order to see if you're actually cheating on me or doing something. So she does have songs where she takes responsibility, but at the same time, like, songwriting is very cathartic, and if you have an intense emotion about something that happened to you, you're probably more likely to write about that than doing self-reflection.
But also, I think that if the songs or the narrative that you're giving to all your friends is always victim, 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 then at some point or another, you're like, wait a second. I mean, there's this common theme here. Did you have any part in it? And again, I don't know her history. I'm just saying.
I agree with you, but I feel like as an artist, I'm not using my talent to tell you why I went wrong. You figure that out.
That's a really good point. That's a very good point.
For more stories, head to the Bert Show podcast on your favorite listening platform.
This is The Bert Show.